Hi, I'm Subu bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to make a backwards fold card, it's called, and I'm using mainly Chiffle daisies, and I've just used this out of the layering leaves with the bow punch. Okay, so without further ado, what you will need is a piece of card that measures 9 3/4 by 7. Okay, so that was 9 3/4 by 7. You're going to put that in so that you've got your scoring tool ready, and you're going to score at, let me put it in that way, you're going to score at 1 1/4, so you want to score at 1 1/4, so this is on your 9 3/4 side, and you're going to score at 1 1/4, and then you're going to put it in at 5 inches and score. Okay, and that's all the scoring done. Okay, then you are going to bring the first one up, the thick section here, you're going to bring that up and burnish it with your bone folder, and then flip it over, and the 1 1/4 inch side you're going to turn back on itself and burnish that, and then bring it back. Okay, and now we've got 2 pieces of Highland heather. So this was fresh freesia, so we've got a piece of Highland heather, and that is measuring 6 3/4 by 3.5, and you want 2 of those, so that's 6 3/4 by 3.5. So I wanted a nice thicker border today. Don't usually do thicker borders as this, but I wanted a thicker board, so we're going to put this on. Been quite poorly again. I just don't seem to be able to shake the virus. I think it's because I had COVID straight before it. Didn't get over that, and then the virus is taking a long time to go. So make sure you've got equal increments all the way around that. And then I've got a piece of coordinating DSP. So this measures, let me see, 6 5/8 by 3 3/8. So that was 6 5/8 by 3 3/8. If you've got a directional print, just look so that you're getting it the right way. So there we go. This is such a simple fun fold, so I'm just going to have a little increment all the way round. There we go. And then I've got a piece that measures 1 inch by 6 5/8 in the Gorgeous Grape. So this, the card colour that I'm using is Gorgeous Grape. And to make sure I've got a nice increment all the way around. Just gonna make sure you've got that straight. And then my piece of DSP, the same as this, is going to go on, and that is 6 3/4 by, now I can't have done that right, that must be 7/8, just let me check. Yeah, by 7/8, I thought I'd be right. I wrote it down as 1 again. Don't know why I did that. So just going to glue those on there. To match it up with the one on that side, and then we're going to open it up, and on this side we're going to put the other one. Did I tell you needed 2 of the Highland Heather, which measured 3.5 by 3 3/4. So I just thought I'd do the same on the inside. Should we got a nice equal increment going all the way around. So, and then I've got a piece of white. Now, before we go and stick that on, this measures the same as the DSP, which was 6 5/8 by 3 5/8. We're going, I'll say that again, 6 5/8 by 3 3/8. And we're going to put that in there. But before I'm going to put this one on, we're going to do some stamping on. So I thought I'll use the Cheerful Daisy. So let's get our stamp out. They're so pretty, these. I do love them. Let's have a look. Let's do a border. So do something different. I like to do a bit of stamping every now and again. So let's do some. We're going to do some in the bubble bath. I'm going to be in my bubble bath. This is a new colour, not an in colour. It's the colour Refresh. So this is going to be a staple. I'm just going to do a border down the middle. Should actually have seen whether they'll fit all right. I'm going to do it like that, so I'm going to miss that out there. Take that off. Let's have a look what else we've got in there. So we've got this lovely little leaf here, so from the set, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm just going to do it with the bubble bath as well. So I'm going to take it in with the bubble bath. Just put a little. Put those in to make it look a little bit different. Don't have to have them all the same. I'll drop that down and that can come off there. Okay, and I'm going to put a little verse on. I'm going to have Best Wishes from the Laring Leaf, because I was using the Laring Leaf as well. So I'll do the Best Wishes. Where is it? Can't see it. There, it's big and I can't see it. I'm just back today. Remember when, just take that off, when I use my photopolymer stamps for the first time, I tend to rub them on the back of my hand to get the film off so that they print well. And I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. I think Blackberry Bliss is gone, I think. If it has, I'd go for Berry Burst. I think that would equally work as well. And I'm going to come off to this side, and I'm going to try sort of roughly in the middle, because we want the sentiment to be hidden underneath the panel. There we go. And you've got room to write as well. Okay, let's bring that back in, and we're going to put this in. Before we do that, actually, I never play with these splatters, so let's have a play with the splatters as well. So let me just take off my best wishes. Should have got more of my things out, but never mind. So instead of having it full strength, we're going to stamp off. Just going to look for some scrap paper. That'll do fine. And so I'm going to ink up my stamp and then off. Oh, let's have a look at that again. Off and off. It's not quite what I'm wanting. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do. Because this is such a light colour, you're not going to see this if I put it on the Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to ink up the Blackberry Bliss, but I'm not going to put it straight on. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do 4. Okay, and one, 2, 3, and the 4th going around there. Do that again. One, 2, 3. Oh dear. 4. I've just got away with that. I'm just going to wipe my block because it's getting a bit, I'm picking up a bit too much of my Blackberry Bliss and getting it everywhere. So, okay, and go again. 1, 2, 3, and go off there. 4. And I'm just going to fill in some little bits now without re-inking. Just going to let it. I've got some on the hands. Okay, so just made it look a bit different. Okay, and I think my best wishes has just picked up a little bit round there, so just going to go in with this to do that. Okay, so that's made it a bit different today. Don't normally play with splatters. I think I pressed a bit too heavily upon them, and I don't think Blackberry Bliss was a good colour to do it with, but it works. It's not too bad. So that's it. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Just wipe my hands up a bit, and let's bring that back in to go in here. Okay, so now why it's called the backwards fold is the way that you put on this extra bit next. So let me. Oh, it's smudged into that now. That's trouble when you use darker colours, it doesn't always dry very quick. So I'm just going to have to come back in with my Blackberry Bliss. And I always forget that the colours like Blackberry Bliss, you need to give them a little bit longer to dry. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's better. Okay, that disguises it somewhat. One underneath there. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so that's the way to disguise it if it smudges or anything. So you can just put something over the top. Right, I'm just going to waft this now just to let it dry that little bit more. Sorry if that's making your eyes look away. That's it, should be all right now. So just in case it's not, I'll put my sizes in there. So why it's called backwards fold is that this part here is where we're going to stick our featured piece. Now, let me just move things out of the way so I can see. Oh, it's all there, it's not that bit. Okay, so now I've got a piece that is 3 by 4, and I'm going to bring in my triple punch, and we're going to use this nice scalloped edge. So I'm going to go in there. So if I go in like that, then I'm going to flip it over the other way, okay, and then flip it back, and then flip it back, and that way, by doing that, you get all the right ways. So I'll show you again. So you flip it like that, press down, you turn it over, put it in, press it down, then you turn it over, press it in and down, and then flip it over again to press in and down. Right, so they're all the corner pieces, and I'm just going to straighten. I've got a few burrs, so I'm just going to use my bone folder to just straighten those out. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to put this on, but instead of gluing it to this side, we are going to glue it to this side only. So we don't want very much glue on at all. So I'm going to flip it over, position it where I want it to be. So I'm going to leave about that much. So I'm going to stick it a little bit higher, because I'm going to stick my sentiment at the bottom. So all I'm going to do is glue only on that side. So I'm just going to glue on that side only. So I can see that I don't want to be going over there. So I can flip it back now, knowing the glue's in the right place. I'm going to leave an equal edge there, and just to have got some glue on my finger. That's it. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Okay, so I've bringing in the daisies. So I've already cut these out, but what I've done is cut out all the outer dies. So in the die set you get the outer die, so I've cut the outer die out, and I've cut the inner die with the white. So I've cut the outer die with bubble bath, and the inner die with white, and then this main die out in white as well. So I've done that on each of them. So the outer one bubble bath, the inner one white, this is already white, the outer one bubble bath, the inner one on the white. So I'm going to get my bubble bath now and put it. Now I'm not bothered about all these falling out. If they do, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine. So I need to line that up, and these leaves I've pressed out and got some bubble bath, and I'm putting those on. So I'm going to just put the glue onto here, just a bit all over there, and then pick up this piece and I'm going to glue a bubble bath. Make sure you get it right there. That's it. Okay, so I've got that at the back, and then I've got the white piece at the front. So just put some glue on that, and then we've got to find out. There we go. That's it. I'm going to put that on the top. Just really love this. And you see the detail. I'll pull it, hold it up a little bit more. Can you see that detail? It's lovely. Put that back in there. I'll go behind and glue that in a minute. Okay, and so we're going to do the same with the next piece. Let's just bring these little bits out that I want. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to go on the back of here, just put a bit of glue on the back of those, and then see, let's get it in position, press that down lightly. Okay, and then the last one is much easier because there's only one way it can go. Now it took me a bit of time to work the first one out. Oops, and that's slidden. So I'm just going to go back in quickly while my glue's still wet to get that back in place. Come on. That's it. Back in place. Right, and I'll do this one. Doesn't matter if that middle does fall out. It can be in or out. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and there we go, I think. I've got that about right. And then this one, as I was saying, was easier. I'd forgotten to put that on, so let's put this on there and bring our bubble bath in. Let's get it on the right place. That's it. And then bring this in. Again, this is much easier because it's in the right place. There we go. And then that's going to fix somewhere like that. And I've stamped and cut these out. Where's the other ones? So there's a big one to go in here, and I think I'm going to keep this flat, so I'm going to just stick this on. So it's just to stamp that, and you're just going to stick that in. I've done that with Blackberry Bliss. I've got this. These are the little ones, and I've stamped twice with the little one on these. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do it on there like that. And where's the other one? So you're better just cutting these out in plain white and then just stamping over the top. You can use the bigger one to stamp over the top, so you can use that one to stamp over it, or you can do it twice with the little one like I've done there. Okay, so I'm gonna see. Now you've got to be careful about this side. You don't want it overhanging this side. So I'm going to have a look at how I do want to position it. It does work that way. And I've got these, as I say, already printed, done. So this is the layering leaf that I've done. I'm just seeing where I want them. Might have one, I think I might have those going down there. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that upon dimensionals. So bring in my dimensionals. I'm going to put a few because it's always better to have it up on dimensionals when you tuck in things behind, and then it makes it easy. So I'm going to, don't let me, stick 3 on my big daisy. I think I'm only going to stick 1 on the half a daisy and just 1 on the small daisy. So that's how I've stuck those. And then leave that a minute. Oh, I do want to do this first actually. So I'm putting this, let's move that out of the way. I'm putting these back in. You might have seen me do this before. Come on, go back in. There, so I'm putting them back in like that. Then I'm going to go over the back and I just run my glue around them, and that, just ignore them now, that will hold. Okay, let's move those. So I'll do, yeah, I think I'll have it like that. So commit, and then I can stick these in now wherever I want. So I'm actually going to glue these down. I'm going to put these in first. Got a bit shorter one because I used this card. Let's see, yeah, that might stick under there. That's it. And then I think I might have that sticking out down there. Oops. Now don't do what I've just done, because what I've just done is stuck glue on the outer bits, and that is going to stick off the card, and you don't want it to be sticking to this part. So it will be fine. I've just taken it off, and then I've cut these out, these sprigs, and I'm going to place the sprigs on top so it hides the leaves and it gives a bit of interest going off down there. Put that, some glue on there, and again I'll put these out to the side like that. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. And then ahead of time, wishing you a, oh, don't believe that, that's, oh, look at that, it's going to smudge all over it. So I'm going to have to do another one of these. Because that has just smudged all over the place. Not very happy with that because I've let that dry quite a while and it's now smudged all over the place. Okay, so okay, have I got any more? I'm putting my fingers over the actual best wishes and just rubbing it all in to see whether I can get away with doing this. Otherwise I might have to cut another one out. I think I'm going to So you get the idea. I'd have probably stuck it there. I might have to do another one of those. And it looks like with my Blackberry Bliss, I've got to let it really, really dry. So I think I will cut one out. It's again from the Daisies. Probably got too much ink now to make it white properly. Let's just have a look. So I'll just cut another out. So that would go there with wishing you the brightest of birthdays on. And then inside, and how you open it, you flip this back. That's why it's called backwards bend. Open it up. I can remove that now. Let's see. So I'll just put that on so you can see it, because I'm not going to do another with it. Being Blackberry Bliss, I'm going to leave it a long time to dry, so I'm not going to do another. So I'm going to stick that there, and then you backwards bend it to open up your card and best wishes inside, and then it will stand. And you can write under your back wishes, or you can write behind, but that's how it closes. Open it up there, and then stand it up. You'll get, and bring it in to be a triangle if you want, or you can have it so it opens up, so you'd be opening up like that, so you'll see your detail here, and your best wishes will be on the front. You could in fact even do it so your best wishes is hiding underneath it, or just coming out to a side. Do either of those. So I think I'd like it better there. So, and I think I'd position it more in the centre there. And if you felt the front was too bare, once you've opened it up like that, you could decorate underneath with some more daisies if you wanted to. But I hope you like that. So give me a thumbs up if you do. Thank you for the thumbs up I've received so far. But that's your backwards full card. So thank you very much for dropping by. I do appreciate that you've watched me, and stay safe, stay well. God bless. Bye for now.